Well, kids, it's good to be with you today. Today, our children's message is going to be about Palm Sunday because today's Palm Sunday. And I want to kind of tell you the story. But before I do, let me just tell you, when I was in high school, I was on the basketball team. And I actually was a starter on the basketball team. And when the teams would get introduced, they'd introduce you one at a time. And now starting at guard at 6'1", Jeff Long, and I'd come running out. And what I always thought was kind of funny was that the cheerleaders had this little cheer, and when I would run out, they would cheer, Jeff, Jeff, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. And they'd jump up and down and do some stuff like that. And when you'd run out and they'd all do that, you felt like a star. You felt like really, really big stuff. Well, Jesus had an experience on Palm Sunday that was a little bit similar. And, he rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, and they did some really interesting things. And it really made him feel like $1,000,000. One of the things that they did is they waved palm branches. They were waving their palm branches. We don't do that because we don't have palm trees, but they were really plentiful, and they were waving these. It was a way for them to get excited about Jesus. It seems a little weird. It feels kind of like, if you're a Steeler fan, you wave the terrible towel, right? You wave the terrible towel. That's a strange thing too, but it was a way to, wow, we love you, Jesus. We think you're awesome, and all of that. So that's one of the things they did. They also shouted out the word Hosanna. Now, kids, I know that's not a word you say very much, but it means save us. And they were showing their appreciation and their knowledge that Jesus is the one that can save them. And then the third thing they did is they threw their coats on the ground, which, might not be such a great idea if you've got donkey leavings on the road kind of thing. But that was a sign of respect and a sign of really excitement and worship for Jesus as they threw their coats on the ground. It was as if they were cheering, Jesus, Jesus, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. And they got all excited about Jesus. Well, this Palm Sunday, kids, I just want to encourage you to get excited about Jesus too. We get excited about all kinds of things like football teams and things like that. But Jesus is the best thing that's ever happened to us. And so it's appropriate for us to worship and sing his praises and wave palm branches and do all kinds of things that show our love and our worship of Jesus. So don't miss that, and make that your habit every week. And when you're singing, just sing your heart out for Jesus. And, Jesus, Jesus, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. And he can do it, but nobody else can do what Jesus does. Thanks a lot, kids. We'll see you next week.